semifinals. Will Sasha Banks and Natalya square off?
This is a semi-finals match in the NXT Women's Championship Tournament. Introducing first from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
We welcome you back to NXT, and you just heard it, the semifinals of the NXT Women's Championship Tournament. Alexa Bliss scoring a huge upset last week, knocking off former WWE Divas champion to advance, and she will face off one half of the BFFs, Charlotte.
You know, Alexa says she feels like her life has been a fairy tale as long as she's allowed a little bliss into it, and this tournament could be her very own fairy tale.
Unbelievable what you just said. That lot of old times.
She's a feel-good diva of NXT.
Alexa Bliss making her debut last week, certainly impressed.
Her opponent, accompanied by Sasha Banks from the Queen City, Charlotte.
Well, guys, the question has been posed at this booth. I mean, what if Charlotte and Sasha Banks wind up in the final?
Exactly. We've had 2 weeks to think about this. Has either of you come up with an answer for me?
Here's the news flash. If Charlotte faces Sasha Banks in the finals, they're going to compete like two respectable opponents, and the best diva will come out.
You don't think they'd eat each other alive like the mean girls they are?
Look, they respect each other. They love each other. They understand that when it comes down to the two of them, friendship goes out the window for that night only.
Now, let's just say something here about Alexa Bliss. She beat
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox, my #1 pick.
Were you impressed by her victory?
And therein lies my point. That's exactly how Alexa Bliss advanced in this tournament, and Charlotte was able to counter.
Yeah, Charlotte knocking off Emma to get into the semifinals. Here's the cover, hook to the leg, and Alexa Bliss doing this match.
Yeah, remember how Charlotte,
another cover from Charlotte, shoulders down, Alexa at it too.
You got to remember how Charlotte was raised. Anything less than a championship is unsatisfactory.
That's a very good point, actually, Byron.
NXT TakeOver, the pre-show going to begin in 2 weeks, May 29th at 7:30 Eastern, and then live NXT TakeOver at 8 Eastern.
Look at this.
Sasha Banks enjoying what she's seeing from the other half of the beautiful, fierce females.
And much like we saw with Sasha Banks, we see support.
I'm the man with the questions again. Do you honestly think that Sasha Banks would not love it if Alexa Bliss won here?
Whoa, shoulders down on Charlotte, Alexa.
Because she knows that Alexa Bliss doesn't have the experience as Charlotte.
Why is everyone always trying to stir the pot? There's always got to be a problem between two friends.
One has to wonder
Why
about
can't
these
two people be friends and have a respectable bout against each other? Why can't that just be the end of the story?
It's never that way, though, is it?
That's never been the case with the beautiful,
conspiracy
fierce females. Alexa Bliss in a lot of trouble here. Certainly surprised Alicia Fox last week. Here's the cover, shoulders down, and Bliss still in the match.
BFF set out from day one to dominate NXT.
Look, Byron, you have all the scoops of what's going on in NXT. Well, there's got to be some gossip going on about Charlotte and Sasha Banks. Fill us in.
And here's the deal with Charlotte and Sasha Banks. They know people dislike them. They know there's jealousy, and they invite it. They would rather be polarized in the locker room than friends with their other fellow divas.
Exactly. It's not all about getting Christmas cards off people, is it? You know, this is about competing.
Abdominal stretch here from Charlotte applied to Alexa Bliss in the center of the ring, and Charlotte, one of the more physically dominating divas here on NXT. Shoulders down and
Lots
not even
of
one
fight,
count.
though, in Alexa Bliss. I like that.
Our broadcast colleague Renee Young described Alexa Bliss as a spark plug. Ooh! Bliss, hold on. Caught by Charlotte. Whoop! Bliss again into the cover. Shoulders down on Charlotte and a kick out. Bliss got caught by Charlotte. Ooh! Backbreaker to Alexa Bliss. This could be it. Charlotte could be advancing to the semifinals. No, kick out. Or rather to the finals.
Remember, not only is it the finals to capture the NXT Women's Championship, you're going to do it on the biggest stage possible at NXT TakeOver. If you need any more motivation, there it is.
Some very smart competing going on by Charlotte here. You saw the way she did an incredibly powerful backbreaker, and now having Alexa Bliss bent over a knee like that, it's very hard to breathe. Her ribs will be aching. And just now the adrenaline starts to fade away. You get the excitement. Okay, it's my first week. Last week I won. Now reality starts to set in.
Byron, this has to be the advantage of being the daughter of Ric Flair. Knows all the submissions, knows everything.
That's the advantage of doing.
Great win for Charlotte there. But a great outing for Alexa Bliss. Let's not take anything away from Alexa Bliss. She's done very well in this tournament.
But now you're looking at two ladies who could be your next NXT Women's